As many of you may or may not know, the BC teachers have been on strike since September 6th. And I know that may come as a surprise to some of you because not all of you are directly involved in the education system. So why should you, someone who's not directly involved, care about this issue?
Well, first of all, you should care because it's your money. Basically, you're either going to have to increase taxes or it's going to come from another public sector, which is going to be a negative effect to all of you who are part of the BC government because you pay taxes.
And we look at the BC's economy right now. I mean, there's a $1.4 billion deficit, export sector's in the toilet. I mean, like, is the money there? So let's take a look at their two main demands. I mean, teacher salary and class sizes. Like, is there anything that would improve, like, what are the costs and benefits of each of these proposed implementations?
Definitely. Okay, so concerning class size, well, the BCTF and the teachers and the parents, we find, hold the public view that basically decreasing class size is an inherently good thing. Because you say, decreasing class size allows the teachers to have more one-on-one time with the students, to individually tailor...
my kid,
kids, right? They're my kids. To individually tailor the education plan for that student. This is looked as a good thing. What I found in my research, though, is that you don't really get a lot, except for grades 1 to 4. You might get some return on your investment in that. But when you pump lots of money into reducing class size, you get maybe a 1 to 2 to 4% increase on student achievement. Now, this matters to you because we think you should take this into consideration when you formulate your opinions about this.
Especially when you think the money's not there, and if there's not a great return, I mean, what does that say about the nature of the demands?
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to look at teacher salaries. Another thing, I mean, we know teacher quality is incredibly important. I mean, I know we can all say that we've had a teacher who's made or break in a course or a year or something like that. I mean, the teacher seemingly is what helps the students get along.
It's the central focal point of
so I obviously there's been a lot of research into this, but what it's basically come out is no one has any idea what makes a good teacher and how you make a bad teacher better. So this goes for salary as well. Paying a teacher more does not give you a better teacher. So if you want to pay a teacher more, that's completely warranted, but you can't say that it will improve education.
Absolutely. So what we want to say is that all these things should be considered in and of themselves, right? Like you have to look at the ridiculous demands of the BCTF, and you have to look at the government's response, and you have to say, let's try to separate our values here. We realize there's a lot of self-interested things going on here, but we want to understand, and you, the taxpayer, is who matters because you have the interests of education, and that's really what this issue is about, improving education. So what exactly are you going to get as a benefit for all your money being pumped and thrown at the wall? What are you going to get back?
Well, if there's no benefit, I mean, then maybe you shouldn't consider these demands currently in the economic picture. But if you still feel that your values correlate to paying teachers more, if you feel teachers should be paid as much as lawyers, that's completely warranted. But you need to understand that this will, to pay teachers on parity with teachers in Alberta and Ontario, will constitute an immediate 13% wage increase. It will cost you about $2.1 billion. If you want that, that's completely fine. But you can't say that it will improve education in any way.
We're not trying to throw the teachers on the bus here. We just want to inform you so that your public opinion can have weight in these debates and hopefully move the debate along a little bit faster.